Because someone's asking, like, why do you think you're in a new timeline? It's like, because there's no way the same Lil Jon I grew up with is now a bodybuilder. If you can't tell me that the timelines didn't get shifted, oh yeah, Crunk Juice, Grill with the fangs, Mr. Pimp, like see what I mean? Like with the cup, Diamond Pimp gauntlets.
Wait, he's a bodybuilder?
Exactly.
Hold on, I need to see this.
Exactly. Like you're like, oh shit, you're talking crazy. Lil Jon isn't about yes.
Yeah. I wonder if I buy his cups.
I'm in the universe that has Lil Jon as a bodybuilder. The King of Crunk is now a bodybuilder. R.I.P. I believe he did just lose his son though. His son did pass.
Absolutely.
So rest in peace. Condolences there.
He won a 3rd place in a Muscle Beach fitness contest.
Yeah, dog.
I told you I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the timeline.
All right. I don't even know.
Now you're in it with us.
Yeah. I just got to make sure that we're still somewhat in the same realm. Gary Coleman exists in this world, right? Like he was a person.
For now.
Okay. Just making
sure.
I
mean,
he might get snapped on, though.
I want to go back to the timeline when it's the Bearstein Bears.
Yes. Not the Bearstein. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Y'all messed up.
I don't know.
And Sinbad was a genie. I'm tired of saying it. I done said Sinbad was a genie. We're not talking about, what is it, Kazam with Shaq.
Yeah.
Sinbad was a genie. Welcome to This Week in Barbecue, the Barbecue Focus podcast. That's in the right timeline, mind you. This focuses on hot takes and even hotter news. I am your host, Rashid Phillips, and joining me to my left is Mr. Recleansing himself.
Oh, Brian Hall.
I was like, you're not clean?
What? Yeah, sorry. I'm still hopped up on pizza and burgers.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Fair enough. And wearing his participation sweater, Mr.
James Welch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's his victory lap sweater.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
This is my maybe next year's sweater.
It's like, you know what? He's like, you know what's better than losing in the Super Bowl? It's like not playing in the Super Bowl.
Watching it from home.
Yeah. That is true. You just saved yourself $10,000 plus by your team not making it to the Super Bowl.
I save myself that every year by not going.
That's the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some news for you this week. Of course, we've got our national whatever day it may be. We've also got event announcements going up, both near and rather far. Why do barbecue joints keep closing? A very unique headline for a very family-oriented event. Various news, bits, bops, and ends, but let's get into it. What do we got going on today, brother?
Well, we can kick off with National Day. I love those, right?
I do.
There's too many of them.
Last time it was our day. It was National Chocolate Day.
But you know what? We're not straying too far from the norm because it's Peppermint Patty Day. You know what? Chocolate on the
out.
But this is perfect representation. Look at us. Chocolate on the outside, cool mofo in the middle.
There it is.
Bam.
That's spicy ginger.
There we go. Just don't lick him without permission.
We look like that.
Or lick me without permission. I don't know.
We look like the Halloween Oreos.
No, I think this is the correct Oreo. This is the OG Oreo.
There we
go.
But
when they do the Halloween ones where the white filling is orange.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
But that's all. Just real quick, National Happy Peppermint Patty Day. So go and get yourself one.
Oh, wait, like, which one? Is it Hey Arnold?
The Patty Mayonnaise was Doug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to,
Olga G. Pataki was Hey Arnold.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Fun, useless sheet fact.
Okay.
I actually went to the real life school that Hey Arnold went to. I actually went to PS 118.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was an actual school. So yeah, I went to PS 118. Useless fact. So National Peppermint Patty Day.
I mean, when you have a national day for a single item, I think we've gone too far with the national days.
I don't know. I was going to do a little deep dive because the only peppermint patty I know of is York. How do they get the market on peppermint patties?
Well, I think it would just be a mint concoction because fair warning,
right?
Yeah, Andy's has it.
Oh yeah, Andy's Candy's little. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And fair warning, the little tiny terrors will be pushing their wares on the streets in a couple of weeks, y'all better suit up and boot up because they ain't playing no games. Y'all know I'm talking about them Girl Scouts. All right, I'm tired of y'all running me from my pockets.
Everywhere.
Because they got a whole new game. They popping up in the aisle. I saw them stationed at the cookie aisle last year. It's like, oh, y'all ain't playing no games.
Yeah, they're about to put Oreo out.
Because they're gonna watch you take that off the shelf. Like, you really gonna pick that up? I know you see me standing here.
Right.
I know you see me standing here. And they on both ends.
I think they partnered with Venmo this year. There's
Yeah,
a Venmo.
ooh, and they take Venmo, Cash App.
They don't care.
Swipe. Look,
They will. Well, I ain't got no cash. We'll go with you to the ATM. They will go with
they
you.
pull out the square. I'm just like, oh,
Bro,
they got me.
There's no way of saying no anymore because you leave in here with something. You gonna come off them ends. So them tiny terrors, please just make sure I got my usual order ready for me because I ain't trying to Chamonix my Samoans. I don't need the Thin Mints. I'm off of that. I done kicked it. All right, but
maybe some tag-alongs.
Maybe you put them bad boys some coffee, and they're strategic because they be lined up outside of Starbucks like, hey, you want some?
Yeah, might as well come.
You know what's going real good with that cookie right now?
Yep.
Right here. You know that? I'm just saying.
Boy Scouts ain't got it together like that. You know, they sell popcorn and they try to hustle you, but the Girl Scouts, they'll get you, and they'll take your payment any way it comes. They'll take it.
All which ways, which is absolutely amazing because they sell over 200 million boxes of cookies.
Yeah. I'm a sucker.
200 million.
I'll get them.
I'm at least about 20% of that. At least just the amounts just be buying because you know what we do. You get your normal fix on one. That one box is knocked out before we get home. Then you run across another dealer. I mean, Girl Scout.
Yeah,
and then now you start stacking up the freezer.
Yep.
And that's how they get you. Well, we're wrapping up the season. You don't want to wait until next year. Yeah. That's how they get you.
You know what would happen if Boy Scouts actually launched something that we'd want to buy?
Yeah.
Girl Scouts would suddenly be laced with fentanyl somewhere.
That's when they're gonna start doing samples. Here, try this. What's this powdery substance you put on? Don't worry about it. Just try it.
The first one's free.
Like, y'all pushers. You just got them badges. Like I see. I stay away from the ones that got the full badge because they let me know they ain't playing no games.
They
ain't taking no
real. Hustlers for real.
They're giving you a box. So you just don't know it yet.
You know how they get me at Home Depot, and then they get my wife at work, and then we just end up with 5-8 boxes.
Which is rookie numbers, apparently.
It really is. I mean, that's just first week.
Amateur. That's amateur numbers.
That's first week.
Ain't putting nothing up. Ain't putting nothing up. All Girl Scouts are like future Avon saleswomen.
Yep. Avon, Mary Kay.
They just out there. They're top sale lines.
It's not Avon. Avon wasn't the salesman. Stringer Bell.
Stringer Bell. Yeah.
Let the towers, then we back up.
Oh my God! Sorry guys, that was
a long
rant.
I've been rewatching The Wire, so I'm like, it's my every 2 to 3 years I'll rewatch The Wire. So
you're good. We're just that's how deep the rabbit hole goes on.
I know
on Girl Scouts. But speaking of, on the opposite end of it, shout out to our brother Big Moe, or I feel like we should just call him not as Big Moe, but he was reliving and looking back on his wellness and health journey over the last couple of years, and he's collectively lost and maintained the loss of over 100 pounds.
That's incredible.
And, that's amazing because everyone remembers Big Moe from the old Pitmaster days and TV shows where the name was extremely fitting.
Yeah.
But Big Moe slimmed down. It's Slim Mo now.
Slim Mo. Or you call
Slimmer
him Big Skinny Mo.
Call him Mo Light.
Mo Light.
Mo Light, but
I gotta look up a picture. As long as he don't look like Al Roker, because Al Roker lost that weight. He just looked like a olive with a toothpick body.
Yeah. He ain't got that Zempic body. Mo did it. Mo put the work in. So
nice.
Al Roker had the Ozempic body before Ozempic was a thing.
That's true. It's a test subject. But I just had to say that. Had to say that because in the season we're heading into, it's getting warmer. Our season's about to start up. For the mass audience, so focus on your wellness and your health and just carrying that momentum in. Well done, brother. Just had to say that part out loud.
Good job.
Yeah. Next bit of news: Mr. Texas in every way is ready to set up shop in Texas. Les of Les's Barbecue out. Mr. Oxtail himself, some softballs, some Candy Reds. He is out and just announced he's in Houston. And they have secured a building to bring the first Oxtail Shack
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So the first Oxtail Shack is going to be set up in Houston. No locked in date as yet, but everything's bigger in Texas, and he's going to go big or go home, right? It's Texas in every way. So shout out to Les for just continually grinding and going after it, and he's got these mile-long lines. I feel like barbecue right now is sort of like the old school comedy circuit, where it was a comic that would, like, all you saw forever and a day was nothing but, like, Chris Rock.
Right.
Shows, stand-up. Not everybody loves Chris, right? And then someone else came up, and it was their turn. Les was the man on the road, hitting it, doing the tours, boom. Now he's getting up the shop. Mind you, he already has a shop, but he's opened up the Oxtail Shop. And now there's this cat, what is his name? BS Dining Experience. He does the baptized chicken.
Baptized chicken.
Baptized chicken?
The baptizing the chicken in grease, like he's frying them, like 2.1 million followers. Everyone loves it for
is it the guy with the big?
Yeah. And now I feel like it's his run, because he's doing the tour and the circuit, and it's a great segue, because there was a hiccup, if you would. He was doing an event at a venue that also happens to be a club.
Okay.
And people were coming for his food. He was set up out front, but the venue was still charging people to come in,
even though they weren't.
Yeah, so and someone commented and said, well, if you're going to Magic City just for the wings, you still have to pay a cover to get in.
Unless you get them delivered.
Exactly. Exactly. So, like, deliver to me at the front door of Magic City.
No. I think you could DoorDash them.
You can
DoorDash or Uber Eats.
Can you DoorDash titty wings?
Does it come with the glitter?
Does 2 Chainz know? Does it come with a big booty girl for birthday?
I know.
That is wild.
Here's your wings, mister.
I had no idea you could DoorDash wings from Magic City.
Man, you could DoorDash.
No, like you could gold belly wings from Magic City.
Magic City.
No, DoorDash. It's on DoorDash. Magic City Wings.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Please screen cap that so I can drop it in the show notes. I did not know you could DoorDash from Magic. Hey, let me order 12 flat.
Yeah, my address
hot,
is not in
the
wet. Swimming with a side of 2 dances.
Yeah, I can pick up. Yeah, I can pick up DoorDash and pick up Magic City Wings.
That's wild. But that happened. That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I wonder. Like, I could see the issue, but that really boils down to me of being just a logistics and planning discrepancy. Like, the communication wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, and if I understand I would much rather have it said, hey, I'm gonna just do a flat pay for you for being on your location and whatnot, even though I'm bringing in so much, I still respect the space and the permit and all that jazz. But to go back and double up and charge these people ahead, that's just wild to me. In this economy, it's a lot for sidewalk chicken. Not in the skill, but it's still a lot.
I could see it both ways though. Like if they're bringing him for the notoriety, they don't want people just lining up and not coming in, like getting the chicken, not going in the club.
Yeah.
So it's in to sell the chicken.
Yeah.
You know, find a spot inside. That way now you're trapped.
Yeah,
but
the problem is you want to see the show when he's doing it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And some tells me that's not going to go off well on the stage.
Yeah.
The pole's slippery enough. We don't need chicken grease. Bubbles is down. She slipped on the chicken wing.
Oh, no.
Threw her hip out.
That'd be a different kind of strip club buffet.
Very. But I can definitely see a big back rolling in there. They said it was a strip club. All I see is titties, no tenders. Sorry, sir. Raising Cane's is down the street.
Yeah.
My bad.
You know what? Like, why hasn't a strip club got on the tender game?
I don't know, but that was a multi-layered joke. I feel like that went over some of y'all's head, and y'all don't appreciate how quick I am at this.
What would be the special sauce?
I don't think we want to know.
Here we go.
It's mayo-based.
But come on, dog. Come on, dog.
I think that's what got him the special sauce. See, I'm quick.
Here's the problem.
Y'all aren't appreciating this.
Here's the problem. It's like, at least if you go to He's gonna throw some shade at Raising Cane's, but at least if you go and get some Strip Club tendies, they'll probably be seasoned.
That
You
is,
know what?
that is
Facts.
very true.
You, like,
Facts.
Raising Cane's will give you everything but seasoning on their food.
Facts.
They're just relying on the cane sauce.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
All right, you hit us. What we got, man?
One more joke.
Oh, hey,
Like,
you ain't gotta tell me.
we'll know it's end times when you can order crushed beer cans from Claremont on DoorDash.
Oh, it's the fallout time. Those are our bottle caps. Those are our bottle caps. I love it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Ooh, I like what you got as topic one. Let's go.
Oh, here we go again, huh? Well, AI is getting louder. The problem is getting worse and worse, when and I know we talked about this before, but I don't feel like we'll ever stop talking about AI and its impact on everything. And for example, this week I was just looking and thinking about content creators and traffic generating when AI is involved. So for example, you can go to Google and you could type in, is the sky blue? And instead of getting links to websites, you'll get a little AI prompt that explains why the sky is blue. And then right under that is a link for like NASA. Well, if AI is already giving you the answer, am I going to click on that link? No.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying, right? And that's where, the impact with the barbecue world comes in, because, if AI gives you a brisket recipe, are you going to click on the link underneath to actually read about it and hear the stories and understand the techniques? No, you're just going to look at the little blurb and go off and run, right?
Or the way they generate, like they go straight to the section in the video where it talks about that
Right.
specific point. You're not going to watch the rest of the video and get actual tips.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, when I was coming up, like you probably did the same thing when you're at the office and you're trying to learn techniques. You're watching all these videos. Like
Absolutely.
YouTube was kind of what the democratization of barbecue. A lot of these people sharing tips and stuff, and you could pick up little tricks for the first time. I remember when I first took the Goldie's class, I talked about putting logs in front, or I was showing pictures to Dylan. He goes, why do you put logs in front? It's like, I saw you guys doing it, and like, it made sense. Like, okay, so you're actually paying attention and like looking. And I mean, no one was really talking about it at that time in those videos.
Yeah.
You would just see, oh, why is all those logs in front? And you would question it. But if you just, look up a brisket recipe and you're like trying to figure out your offset, you might not know these little tricks and tips because you're just getting this summarized point.
You're like, oh, I got to put a water pan in, or you can just put a log in front.
Right.
I mean, do you really need a water pan? Like,
Yeah,
what's your humidity?
Exactly. Like, do you need a water pan, or do you just need a log? Do you need
Right.
a log? Like, that's. But if you ask someone, I promise, if you ask your keyboard word, they'd have no idea what you're referring to. Like, what? No, stupid. The log goes in the firebox. Okay, you just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Just keep
Perfect.
on
Yeah,
walking.
that's all you need.
You're like, no, you're good. Never mind. You're right. Firebox. Got it.
Yep.
And just keep on pushing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about, the AI impact and you see that little blurb and you start looking at the numbers, some publishers, they record that, 25% drop in internet search traffic after the AI kind of gives you that summary. And even content creators talk about, like food bloggers talk about that their traffic is down like 30 to 80%. And that's, that translates into revenue, right?
Yes.
Because, you get to the person like me or somebody would log onto the internet. You look at your recipe blog. You look at there's an ad that pops up, and that is revenue. Now it's you go to the user, you get your little AI summary, and you're done.
Yeah.
No one sees your site. No one knows your tips and tricks or your little hints and things like that. It's tough out there. I mean, we talk about restaurants closing and. The folks online, the content creators and food bloggers are going to feel the same thing.
We had, a listener show, and hopefully we'll get her on really soon, Susie Bullock of Hey Girl Hey. Shout out Susie. She mentioned it before a couple episodes ago that she made a very poignant post on LinkedIn highlighting how she could visibly track and saw the exact moment that AI started scraping her site. Because the traffic just plummeted. I mean, you're talking anywhere up from 6 to potential 7-figure losses overnight.
Yeah.
that a lot of these people are facing. And a listener of our pod, shout out John Solzberg, brother. Thank you, John. If you guys aren't following, check him out. He does these absolutely amazing reactions and great storytelling on his page. He had posted that he's shocked to see the amount of pitmasters, open fire, and barbecue people, there's heavy quotes in that are utilizing AI for the visual element of their content instead of doing the cooks or, just doing prompts for AI, not realizing they're working themselves out of a job. To me, I told him, like, it's the exact same as being a cashier at Kroger or Walmart, but you're helping install the self-checkout
lines. Yeah.
Like you just worked yourself out of a job. And I think more and more of that subtle replacement is happening. Damn all these major corporations that keep trying to feed us the same line. Like, no, AI isn't going to take over any jobs. Then why are you guys doing these massive 10 to 30% layoffs every 6 weeks to make room? And you're like, no, we're reinvesting in our employees. We're doing this.
No, you're
How?
not. No, you're not.
You're not. Like, just stop lying to us, Swift, that we're using robots to give our workers a break. I think your workers want a check, not a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Or better conditions and reinforced job security, but it's dwindling. And I wonder, how long is it going to be before the steps between us to a human are so vast that we just get accustomed, right? We get the little things. You dial in a number, you got to go through the prompt. And what do they do now over the last year or so? It's like, hey, you can just text this and talk to an AI bot, or you can talk to an AI version of us, or you can talk to a real person. Can I just talk to a real person?
Just want to talk to somebody.
They've been training us that it takes forever to get to a real person forever.
Exactly. They've been secretly training us.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was going to say, you were talking about, like, Google highlighting the AI first, like the AI prompt or what, like where it's scraping and kind of summarizing. Google search has been trash for a while.
Yeah.
Did they start scaling back because they knew this was coming?
Maybe.
I mean, like, honestly, if I'm searching for a how-to, you know what the key is, right? You put Reddit at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you're more likely
or
to find
parentheses if you want the exact.
Yeah, you're more likely to find like a how-to guide on Reddit, like for any problem, than you are something for Google.
Yeah. And, people think Google is, the end all be all, but for business, it is not your business partner. It is just traffic, right? And this AI adoption just goes to prove it. So, and we're not going to stop it. There's no way to stop it. We're too far into this to do anything, but can you outmaneuver it? Like, can you save yourself? And how do you do that?
That's a good question. Can you save yourself from AI?
Yeah. Can you outmaneuver it? Like, how do you do that?
In the sense of what we do now, like just in our, like us as in our current positions, is there a way to completely remove AI's footprint from what we do?
I don't think there's a way to completely remove it, but I think that outmaneuvering it can help just kind of continue to bring people to us. Like this podcast, for example. Right. AI is not going to replace this anytime soon. I mean, the stories, the banter, the laughter, it's close, but...
We did a test last year. Corey and I did a test last year, and we fed it my profile and an audio sample and profile of each one, and it created, I was like, this is scary. I was like, this is terrifying.
But you can't get the Halloween Oreo.
No, you definitely can. You definitely can. You definitely can.
The thing that it gets worse at.
There you go.
Is
it can't get the borderline racial slurs. Never get that. Like the blame the blacks, it would never catch that.
Have you ever seen the thing of like where you keep feeding it the same image until it get closer and closer, and just seeing it degrade?
Yeah,
and get like
closer.
Get really racist.
Yeah, gotta love a good old, and it's wild because you got to program racism.
You know what?
Which
it's
is
already
weird.
there. You just gotta
program
unlock that module.
Racism.
It's already there.
Right? It's like you're not born racist, but we sure as hell can write the code for it. Command open brackets prompt whenever you see.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the podcast works. I think video is still a good source. You know, when you talk about YouTube videos and things like that, I think platforms like that still reward watch time in certain respects, right?
You noticed it, right, during the Super Bowl commercials?
What's that?
There were 16 AI commercials.
Oh, the number of AI commercials? Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
They look like trash.
Yeah, well,
they
were funny too.
I don't know. That Duncan one was terrifying. Well, what was the other one that was like the Matthew McConaughey one. The Uber Eats Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one looked like that and the Jurassic Park one. Also, they all look like trash.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at these because I don't recall. Like I said,
like there's a Dunkin' Donuts that looked like AI de-aging.
I saw that with like the what is it, Ted Danson and then
Ted, and like
Affleck and
George, Jason Alexander is George Costanza.
That's funny.
But no, the Jurassic Park one's terrible, and like it's not. Oh, there was the Scarlett Johansson one too.
So I saw that one, but I didn't think that was AI.
No, it's
focused on Scarlett.
It's not. It's all the things they're doing. Like if you look at it, you can tell it's like AI graphics and stuff because it's not like they're not even trying to make it look good anymore. They're not trying to like make it look like they're in places anymore.
Okay, because it's funny. Super Bowl ad. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't discuss how dope of a performance that halftime show was.
Oh, are you kidding?
What? I was mad they put a game before and after it. I was trying to watch it continued on because the show they had on before the halftime show was boring as hell.
It was.
I would 10 out of 10 would not recommend watching.
I just binge snacks for the first 30 minutes.
But I was all game for the Benito Bowl, and I just found it absolutely hilarious that you've got the keyboard quarterback and Warriors preaching, "This is an American blah blah blah," as you fistful tortilla chips into salsa.
Listen, man.
I went
out and bought Benito Bowl T-shirts. We were well. I didn't have a skin in the game. Seahawks and Patriots, but we had our Benito Bowl T-shirts, and they popped on, and I didn't understand the word, but these fat hips were gyrating.
Moving and grooving, baby. Moving and grooving. I've seen people dance along to Michael Jackson and can't even say hello, and they go, so when people are like, I don't understand, nah, you just wasn't feeling it.
Man.
You wasn't feeling it. What I did not see was a massive crowd dancing for lyrics that are oddly suggestive to wanting to like children of a very young age, which threw me the hell off. But here's the wild part, right? This is the wild part. I think when you're an immigrant, right? Friendly reminder, yes, I'm an immigrant. You have to learn a lot to be a citizen. Like you have to do a lot of reading. So I just got locked into reading and learning. You gotta love how Kid Rock now panders to this side of his audience and the crowd, and I'm like, you guys forgot Kid Rock was a rapper.
Hey, did you want to
not successful rapper, but
put that in
you guys forget that the black community gave Kid Rock his first break and show and audience, and some of you are listening to this right now saying, you lying with a hard R at the end of it. I'm not. Google it yourself. Kid Rock started out in the rap world, just like Post Malone did, just like Justin Timberlake shifted after he made that money. Why are we the Kleenex of the culture? Right? Why are we the Kleenex of the culture? They get their use, then they chuck us in the bin. You know, Miley Cyrus was all go Jay-Z, and I'm with Rick Ross when she was shaking her little chicken cutlets. I don't know what was in there, but she was happier than ever. That's where Raising Cane's got a lot of those ad ideas. But then she made her money, got these horrible Daffy Duck teeth, and jumped off her wrecking ball into country music.
Wrecking ball.
Jelly Roll did the speed run.
Let's be perfectly honest. He ain't running nowhere, anywhere, and Speed is not affiliated with him. Jelly Roll rolled into whatever this is. I'm hit it, brother.
Who do you think is older, Ricky Martin or Kid Rock?
They're the same age.
Trick question. They're the same age.
They're the same age. They were born the same age. I'm like, people are like, you look so great for your... I'm like, yeah, because I don't live with hate. That hate will age you, baby. That hate will break your heart. And if you don't believe me, Kid Rock, my man.
And recreational drug use.
There's that.
There's always that.
There's always that, but it's a wild world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kid Rock, you're I don't even know the real American halftime show, which again, if you knew anything about your history, you would realize that the halftime show was a forced reaction because so many people were tuning in to Live in Color.
Mm-hmm.
The execs were like, "No, we need all their money."
Yeah.
And
That's
created
exactly
the
right.
halftime show as a result of a dynasty black family, the Wayans. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's wild. Y'all are getting mad black facts during Black History Month.
Hey, they gonna
Who
they
knew?
gonna
I
cancel
wish I
us.
could post it to Instagram.
I wish I could too.
I was like, they gonna cancel us. You gotta be careful.
Hey,
Hold on,
can-
hold on.
Facts.
Let's see if
They're already canceling me, stopping my posts from sharing anything that's educational. But I promise you, if
we're
the-
at 51 minutes.
it's never going to work.
That's crazy.
Told you. But I promise you, if the lyrics were like, "Fuck bitches, forget that black guy, I'm gonna shoot you for your money," and they would be like, "Oh yeah, let's post this, let's boost it."
Yeah.
But
get it
God
out there.
forbid I give you any information to sort of make you feel a little bit more connected to the other man and the brother man. Nah, we can't let that slide.
Where was the outrage that it wasn't American when it was The Who and Paul McCartney and U2,
Rolling Stones.
Shakira?
All of that.
Wasn't Nicki Minaj on stage at one point in time? And she's illegal.
She is now.
She's legit illegal. At least I'm legit. I got my papers. I got my not made in America stamp too. If you're a foreigner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's one of those. It's a wild time we live in. And again, I know it's a barbecue podcast and you didn't tune in for politics, but food is political.
Listen, it is what it is.
I'm on the side that had Jessica Alba.
You know what?
I'm on the
There you
side
go.
that's just
There you go. I mean,
that's real.
you take that KitchenAid and turn it on high. That
I
was my
saw
hips
I
in the
saw
living
someone
room.
put out. It's like, man, it's good to see Honey Daniels was still out there choreographing. And I was like, that's one, you're aging yourself, but that is a deep cut reference. That is a deep cut reference, and I love it. So go ahead, Honey Daniels, do your thing.
Nah, great show. Great show.
Forgot where we're at. Let me go back to my notes. I completely forgot.
We were on AI.
Benito just be doing that thing, man. But one time for the one time, it was a great performance. It did so much good. I like to believe it did a lot more good than harm. And,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
happy to have seen it. Yeah, let's America. This one is a shout out to our guys over at M&M BBQ Co. They have officially delivered one of their amazing rotisserie smokers to the once legendary sports team, Dallas Cowboys.
Can I call it the Death Star?
There's no gaping hole.
I don't know, like maybe the firebox.
The firebox. I'm like, who designed this thing? Like, we'll make our weakest point the largest. It's the same people who
It
put
was
the
just-
Trump on the Trump Kennedy Center. Just bad design all around.
Horrible design.
Very. But I want to refresh you with some good news. Again, shout out to my boys, Mike and Matt, doing this thing. But Keith Lee, if there was ever, there's a few cats that get famous and the community in the world, like, you made the right people famous. Jordan the Stallion is one of them. And Keith Lee.
Okay.
This man has rolled 15 minutes into an Encyclopedia Britannica
Good
of
for
fame.
him.
And he is doing the Keith Lee Familee Day. See,
I like that.
I'm saying.
I see that.
And that is going to be March 16th.
May 16th.
May 16th, yeah. May 16th at Uno Lakefront Festival Grounds. Sadly, I can't make it. We will be in Memphis at that time. But all the best, brother. And the lineup here is what threw me. No full food announcements of who's serving there as yet.
Okay.
But you've got headliners Manny Fresh and Kirk Franklin. And never did I think I'd ever live to see that combined
duo.
lineup.
You know what? That might be all right, though.
I feel like we might have something. I feel like we might. There's going to be a hell of a track that comes out of this
Manny
summer.
Fresh and Kurt Franklin.
Manny Fresh
You
and
know
Kirk
what?
Franklin.
I'm here for it.
So shout out, mark that for your calendars. We'll keep you guys tuned as to more updates once a full food roster gets announced. What you got, brother?
Well, my next exciting topic is backyard barbecue restaurants is backyard barbecue beating restaurants in some markets. Meaning, we mentioned at the top of the show, you got a topic of the barbecue restaurants closing.
Yeah.
This is kind of related because are more people just staying home or are more people cooking themselves instead of going out to the restaurant? Is it more anti-restaurant, or is it, an economic reality for people? We always talk about prices being raised and things like that, and smokers are becoming more and more easier to operate for a lot of people. I mean, they got tabletop smokers now. It's crazy, right?
Samsung interior infrared smoker, and you can even program it and tell it what meat it is, and it's like, cool, insert 8 ounces of chips here and go about your business. Right?
So you're talking higher menu prices, service fees, tip fatigue. You talking about that. That is shrinkflation. Meal cost in general. I mean, things are getting expensive for the folks out at the restaurant.
All right. So, I guess I'm the only one that is trying to.
You see, I'm looking at you.
I know. I mean, there's.
Come on, Ginger Snap.
All right. Okay.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, okay. Here, I have a couple different opinions on this. I mean, first of all, if all the barbecue warriors out there I cook cheaper at home, but I bought a $1,500 Traeger. Yeah, I mean, you got to actually use that thing to get to the point where it is cheaper at home. Yeah. It's not going to be cheaper at home for a while. Yeah, for sure. You got to actually add in that cost. No, I mean, I think people are being more selective when they go out. As much as I hate to say it, I think you have to stand out, and there's definitely market saturation. Mm-hmm. There isn't enough where there was enough money to go around to where a lot of different places survived. People are being more selective in where they want to go. They're not going out as frequently. Mm-hmm. They're not going out and spending as much. That is true. But I don't think it's because they're transitioning to necessarily doing backyard themselves. I mean, when you look at the price of meat and the amount of time that you have to do it, and if you actually calculate, half the time I'm trying to make a recipe, I end up spending just as much to make one thing as it would be going out to eat.
Sure.
That's the crazy thing. Getting all the ingredients, getting all the spices. Yes, I'll have them later, but am I going to make that recipe again the next week?
Yeah.
There is a lot of places closing down because the amount of money going around is less.
Yeah.
But I think the places that are doing, I still drive by restaurants that are packed and full. There are people out there and eating. So it's kind of, the problem is on the ingredient side. I mean, we're cooking less brisket. We just brought brisket back to the menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't serve brisket for about a month and a half.
Really?
Yeah. Not just because, brisket, even on the lower end, $6 a pound. That's not really $6 a pound. We already that's really, by the time you get it before seasoning cost, before wood cost, before labor cost, mm-hmm. It's really about $16 or $17 a pound.
Right.
Once you trim it. And if you're not selling as much sausage, you're not selling as much burgers, if you're not finding ways to use it, that cost is going to add up very quickly. So yeah, even though we brought brisket back, we're scaling it back. We don't do as much brisket. Even on our last pop-up, before we went and took this break, we did 2 briskets. We did a lot of beef cheek, but we did 2 briskets.
Okay.
We're only going to have 2 briskets this week. We're probably not going to cook more than, for the foreseeable future, max we might cook is 6 briskets. It's just not worth it to focus just on brisket.
Right.
And sadly, you're talking about the Oxtail Shack, how are they going to make money? The oxtails aren't cheap now, man.
That's between Les and his accountant.
I know, oxtails aren't cheap. What do you have to charge for an oxtail to make it worth it?
Arm and a leg.
Yeah.
The other half of the cow is what you got to charge. It's
Right.
very and you're on oxtail. You only really have about a good 1.5 feet of usable. The telltale is nubs, which you usually break down for your gravy, right, or your consomme. So I generally don't know. I don't think I could. I'm sure there will be other things on it to supplement, but the thing of it is, any other beef cuts to supplement it are just as expensive. Everything has gone up. I told you, they're selling chicken feet in styrofoam wrapping now. Like that's how I know what it is. Next is going to be fish heads and chicken back and just straight
Chicken
turkey neck.
back.
That's when you know. When I start seeing the stuff that I grew up on in mainstream stores,
Yeah.
shit's getting rough. Like these were the things we'd get for free. They toss up, but they're like, no, we need to sell,
You need to sell
everything right now. And you mentioned it closing, so shout out to Daniel Vaughn, the Barbecue Snob. If you guys aren't, check him out. He wrote a great article for Texas Monthly called "Why So Many Texas Barbecue Joints Are Closing," and it's a conversation he had with Brett Jackson and Jacqueline Herrera of Brett's Barbecue Shop and how they close on their own terms, but Brett details how there were certain things he started to notice months before he came to that conclusion. His twice a week regulars were down from twice a week to once a week, then to once a month. Then he started seeing, okay, his groups were coming in, but they were starting to split what used to be a plate for one person or is intended to be a plate for one person, but they were starting to split it amongst 2 to 3 people. And you start to see that type of slow demise. So it has me wonder, maybe that's why Sabar's closed. Maybe they saw the writing on the wall. It's like, cool, let me get out on my own terms.
Get out early,
but it is very hard right now. Everything is up with these trades and inflation and everything going. You don't know what your true costs are if you weren't not necessarily smart, but if you didn't have like a long-term buy plan with your purveyor where you've just always paid ahead, you're hitting a lot of it. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but everything is going to cost more this year than it did last year. And last year was already expensive as hell.
For sure.
Already expensive as hell. So I think they're closing because everything's getting more expensive. The COGS, cost of goods, are more costly. Labor is more costly because cost of living has gone up, but no one's making any more money.
Right.
Like you're going up 10, 15, 20%. You're passing that along to the consumer with trying to do it in the tips or whatever. It's not, ends aren't meeting. Something has to go.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's going to be, we are at the bell curve. We're at the very top. And it's just going to, it's got to crash. The bottom
sometime.
Yeah, the bottom has to fall out. And I hate to say it, but the bottom for the barbecue industry does have to fall out in order for it to be restructured. That's really the only way, because at this point, it is not sustainable. I guarantee you now, 20% of some of the barbecue joints we will talk about or have spoken about in the last 6 months won't be here at the end of this year.
That's too bad.
It's just not going to happen. I was talking with Bates about sustainability and creativity and how if you're just, Steve Jobs said it best, the customer doesn't know what they want until you tell them. The customer wants brisket because they were told they want brisket. But if you can create something else to provide and put in front of the customer that may not be as, one, labor intensive or two, high cost, you may have a chance to get through whatever this is.
Yeah.
But you got to give them options.
I mean, the one thing that we found is we were cooking more beef cheek, and we had a lot of what we call barbacoa or just the shredded beef cheek.
Okay.
We were, kind of funneling that into like other restaurants that they would be making dishes. Like those were kind of like seasonal items. So when that menu changed, they stopped doing that. For us, we didn't have a beef, like we had a sliced beef cheek sandwich, but we didn't have like an affordable beef option. We turned the shredded beef cheek, we chop it up, and that's our chopped beef sandwich.
Okay.
We made that an affordable, you can get like a third pound, sometimes it's like 4/10 of a pound of chopped beef on a bun from us for like $12.
Okay.
It's a big, rich sandwich. That thing has been selling like crazy. That's probably our like highest sell, like our, in terms of quantity, the most sold is like our chopped beef right now.
Okay.
So what would you suggest to people in this particular condition? Do you think people need to do platters, start weighing their stuff more? Like, what is an actionable item? Because believe it or not, people still want to crack open shops and get into it. And I could not start over in this industry. I wouldn't enter right now if I didn't have the already momentum and everything we do with Kate and all that propelling us. I would never touch foot in barbecue right now.
I mean, the good advice is never touch feet in a restaurant industry.
Just don't do it.
Right. I mean, like big places want what, 2 to 5% profitability.
Yeah.
Like this is not like, so 2 to 5% profitability if you're only doing $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
No.
Like if you're doing really good, maybe you can get up to like really, really good, 10 to 12% profitability. So the biggest thing is you kind of want to get away from beef if you can, or you want to try and find ways to use beef as much as possible. Like it's funny, like, you know, May 12th, Leroy and Lewis's New School Barbecue Cookbook comes out. I've structured a lot of what I do, not just based on like what I learned from Goldie's, but also Leroy and Lewis ran this awesome Patreon during COVID, and they would basically show everything. And then, like a lot of it, like after it was like 6 months to a year, they released those videos on YouTube, like breaking down the cost of everything, how to utilize as much of the thing as much of each meat or like cut of meat as possible, a protein. But finding new techniques, and you know, I'm not out there discovering a technique, but it's been awesome what Evan and his team have put out as like a form of letting people know and teaching them. And like you go to their New School barbecue class too, but it's finding ways, like I said, like with beef cheek for us, you know, we got that medallion cut, and then we have all this the shredded beef cheek. Finding ways to use that and making it profitable, so that, you know, we're selling enough of the shredded beef cheek in sandwich form or in plate form or whatever, that it more than covers the cost, so that we're making pure profit off of the medallions.
Okay.
And that's the way you want to do it. It's like, so for us, we were wholesaling the barbacoa. It would pay for like the shredded beef cheek. It would pay for our costs, so we made pure profit.
Gotcha.
And now transitioning where we can't do that anymore. We're making more money just selling the shredded beef cheek as a chopped beef sandwich. And you don't have to cook a bunch of brisket. You know, like it chops up easier than brisket.
Yeah, because that's where your money is.
Yeah. I mean, I wish people would eat more pork. I mean,
So does the pork board.
yeah,
So does the pork board of America.
I mean, what people do want is they don't necessarily want pulled pork, but you know, our ribs sell really well. Pork belly sells really well. You don't need as much pork belly.
No.
Right? Like you can get away with a 1/4 pound of pork belly. It's going to be richer, so it makes people think they ate more.
Yeah.
Because it really does fill you up faster.
It does.
So I mean, like I would try and make your other cuts just as special as brisket. Like we haven't even started serving beef ribs.
No.
I don't know if we will start selling beef ribs at any point. It's just, you just don't make enough money. I mean, if we did, we'd probably do it in a dish form.
Okay.
Like Tyler learned how to make cow soy when he was up in northern Thailand. So we did a beef cheek cow soy on our last one.
Okay.
So maybe we do like a beef rib cow soy, or like a beef rib pho, or like something like where you're using a little bit in these bigger dishes. So you can kind of stretch it out.
Yeah. So and that's the key is stretching it out, right?
Like Tyler and I have been talking about like what a restaurant will look like in the future. And we both agreed that we can't go in and make whatever restaurant we open. It can't be a traditional barbecue service every day that we're open.
No, it's not a change.
No, we're talking about, hey, the traditional barbecue service is going to be probably only on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And it operates as a normal restaurant with smoked items the rest of the time.
That makes sense.
Fantastic idea.
Makes sense, yeah.
So you come, like, I mean, because you're going to have less traffic during the week. You're going to have to forecast how much less you're going to have to cook. You're going to have all these leftovers and trying to figure out the right way to do it. Because operating a restaurant as cool as it is to sell out, right now the real estate market isn't built for finding a space to build a model around selling out where it's going to be sustainable. At least in the market we're in.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to figure out ways of how do we take the technique and the product and translate it into something that is sustainable. And like sustainability in two different things, like sustainability in terms of operating a restaurant, and sustainability of like having a life.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
the trick.
I
right?
mean, I had my first vacation
Yeah.
in 7 years.
Wow.
Or like 6.5 years.
But Ernie talks about it. Everyone talks about the accolades and the hyphens, but rarely is what you left behind to get there is mentioned.
I mean, people call it sacrifice. I don't think sacrifice is a fair word. Like that's the selfish way of looking at it. Mm-hmm. Like you make the decision to do it.
Yeah.
And you choose, and it's a commitment, and you choose to. But it's like, oh, I sacrificed these things. No, did you really?
Yeah,
like,
no one forced you.
Yeah, no one forced you. Yeah,
you gave in.
Yeah,
like
I
made a choice.
You weighed the importance, and you said, "Hey, this is more important," and that is, it sounds like you stepping off of Switzerland. I think that's the most hard point you've made. It's when you choose to do this, it's not a sacrifice. You're weighed. You put them on the scales of importance, and the craft and the cue came first.
Yeah,
that's just
chose
it.
to take that leap.
And like, I did that for going back to Secret Pint and whatever. Like, really going all in was probably what 3.5, 4 years. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, no, I'll say 5 because I was basically working 3 jobs as Secret Pint launched.
Yeah, he was Jamaican for 1.5 years.
I can see it.
I had the full time.
Yeah,
I was doing sausage for Socks Love, and then I was doing a pop-up every other week.
Yeah.
For the first 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. Then as those things scaled down, focused just all on Secret Pint, and then going all in on Owens and Hole. That was 2 years.
Is it still fucking Owens and Hole?
It is.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, they delayed the launch of the Owens and Co.
Sounds like I got to call your old man, and we're gonna go take a
I'm about to say we need to take a ride.
Hey, take a little trip. You know what? I know some cats at the fire department down there too. We might have to make a couple of phone calls. Like, I hear you guys are cooking on a pipe bomb down there, huh? Did y'all forget that grease freezes? Did anyone not do normal seasonal checks out there?
In fairness,
all right,
someone knows how to do it, and they didn't teach or train or schedule the people and set them up for success. That's all I'll say. It's not the fault of the people that are there every day.
Yeah.
So, but no, it should be hopefully March. It will. They are changing names, but it's going to be March at this point, I think.
Just let us know if we need to take a ride.
Look, man. Look, hey, look. I wanted to say it because they were supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Should I save it for when the name actually changes?
No.
Okay. If you've enjoyed Owens and Hull up to this point, and if you enjoy Owens and Co. after it changes, make sure to go out of your way and thank the Co. Thank the people that are there every day, cooking your food and making the things that you enjoy possible.
Fair.
Thank Chandler and Terrence
Yeah.
and Joseph and Chris and Jordan and Tim and Adia and Amarion and probably other people at this point.
And thank your local fire department for the fact that you have a location to go back to and didn't get blown up to smithereens.
I'm not talking about that. Like,
well, it's a good thing for you. This is a barbecue-focused podcast that talks about the good, the bad, and everything in between. That also includes homemade pipe bombs that go the size of 1,000 gallons. I don't think people understand how dangerous a backdraft on a 1,000-gallon smoker actually is with a grease fire. Like, the fact that no one got hurt, it got so hot it stripped the fucking paint off of 3/4 of the motherfucker. Like, that is, I haven't
It was
seen,
1/4.
No, that thing spread.
I was going to say, that looked pretty wide.
Maybe half. It wasn't 3/4.
I'm assuming that back
wide.
end where the heat onto the belly, I guarantee you, where that heat traveled, it went. Because the last time we saw anything remotely close to this, was years ago at Holy Smoke.
Or what? Oh, really?
Yeah, when they had the 1,000 on the propped up, and they had a grease fire caught with all the briskets, and we're all yelling. We're just yelling, "Don't open it!" Open it, always. Boom! Like, oh my gosh! Fire everywhere. I'm like, don't do like it's. We're joking because we lived,
Right.
but that can go sideways on you very, very quickly.
quick.
I don't care how strong your welds are. Mother Nature and science are undefeated. It's a giant pipe bomb. So what this section of the episode is pay attention to your rigs. Clean your rigs. Do seasonal maintenance on your rigs. You should be, if you're a restaurant, you should have someone regularly cleaning those out. But if you're at home, this is my biggest tip to you. Your rig's probably been covered up since it got cold. You're about to break it out. Don't fire it up immediately. Do a nice clean. Get a baby fire in there, very small baby fire, just to warm things up and shake things loose. If there's grease in there, let it pool, scrape it out. But on a serious note, guys, before you fire up these rigs for the spring, please do house maintenance, housekeeping, clean it, organize it, make sure everything's set. Because if not, you can find yourself on the front page of the Smyrna Daily for not the best reasons.
Okay, I will say, if it's cold out and your grease isn't coming out, that doesn't mean you don't have grease to drain.
Yeah.
Get a long flathead screwdriver, get up there and poke a little bit out.
Poke a little around.
It's a colonoscopy for your smoker.
I'm terrified thinking about it because I know the levels of ways that can go so wrong so fast.
I mean, and it's been really cold down here, and I guarantee you, like, they were put in a position, like, I oversaw all the cooks, and then Tyler oversaw all the cooks, and then we never really trained anybody. We kind of, like, at certain points, we trained them how to handle cooks at a certain point, but we never, like, I never went over with any single person how to do a cook from end to end and what to look for when things aren't, like,
fair,
like when things aren't draining. And I know the other person is not doing that now or wasn't doing that up until this point. But, like, I know that, you know, when it gets cold and you see the drain isn't, that means, hey, grease started coming down and it froze up and it's not hot enough to poke through. You got to clean that thing out and drain it. Otherwise, you're going to have an issue. Yeah. Especially with how much, you know, we've gotten rain. We've gotten, like,
back-to-back
ice sheets.
and snow.
Yeah. So those are just preventative maintenance that someone didn't teach.
Clean your rigs. Or don't.
Or schedule someone to clean your rigs.
Videotape it. Send it in. We want to see it.
Yeah.
Are you're not going to post the pictures, are you? I mean, I'm not.
Oh, if you want, I will. Fuck it. What do I got to lose? I don't burn my own barbecue and I make my own sausage. I'm good. Woo! So I don't know where that last part is.
I do know the cost. Besides, I do know the cost of what burned up that day. It wasn't as much as you think.
Oh, well, that's good.
It was only probably like $600.
$600 right there.
That's $600.
But sorry, I would say I'm trying to be a better person, but you guys have listened to the podcast long enough to know that's a lie.
I'm trying to play it diplomatically because, like, I know the people that are doing it right.
Back to Switzerland.
No. I know the people that are putting in the work and doing it.
Yeah.
They're not put in a position to succeed, and they're not taught how to properly do things or to what to look for.
Are we talking about the restaurant or a government?
Both.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say.
It sounded the two are lining up kind of too close right now. And if I was the one sitting at the top, I would not want that being said about me. But I do, and the reason why I say these things is I realize I'm not being petty enough. I know, shocker. Refrain yourself, guys. Seriously, hold on.
Yeah.
And I realize that because have you all seen 50 Cent's DoorDash commercial?
Pieces of it.
This man got paid to broadcast a petty commercial. I am not reaching the true depths of what I'm capable of. And he is a constant reminder that when they go low, I need to be looking at hell. through the skylight. That's what he's a constant reminder of. This man did a whole commercial. And let me tell you how genius it is, because I think people miss this. The commercial is exactly 50 seconds long.
Oh,
Nice.
I was like, he's just
Genius.
He don't miss.
That's mental level.
He don't miss. That's multiple. You thought
Yeah.
about this all. So he brings out certain things. He brings out a book for Floyd Mother Sense, Learning ABCs. Then he brings out a pack of cheesy puffs for Puff Daddy. Then he brings out a clock for Always on Time for Ja Rule.
Oh, my
Then he's like,
goodness.
oh, look, we got a pack of combs for John
Oh,
Combs.
That's the part I heard. I was just like, who that is?
Exactly, right? So he keeps doing all this with his drink, and he's like, yeah, like 4 years or 50 months. I was like,
Man.
and I looked, and I was like, wait, there's no way. Because I wanted, and I checked 50 seconds. I said, Curtis,
He's got a doctorate
Curtis,
in petty.
you need to be teaching a class.
I was about to say
Harvard.
PhD in petty.
Just golly, just hold a seminar or something. I'd go to that. Forget InvestFest. I need to go to PettyCon. Let's go.
PettyCon.
Well, you want to know why Den of Thieves 2 wasn't as good?
he
He said it wasn't on it.
wasn't on it. He was not part of that one. But a little bit more housekeeping to knock it all out.
All right.
Huge shout out to my man, 100 grand, down 50 plus pounds, and releasing a cookbook. The flavor train is pulling into the station, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Chuck, my man, has released a cookbook, or has announced the release of his cookbook. You can pre-order it on Amazon today. It is set to release the middle of this year. It is Chuck's Flavor Train, your ticket for smoking hot barbecue. So go check that out. I was mad at him because I said they need to do a reshoot. You look slimmer now. Got that? I can see your cheekbones. My man was up on stage the other day, looked like Jodeci. I was like, Chuck, what are you doing?
Oh, nice.
Chuck, what you doing? You letting the weight loss get you, but you rock that long neck turtle sweater in this California. You do your thing.
Hey.
But I'm excited for him, man.
Congrats.
This is amazing. And as of today, it is #1 in the barbecue section on Amazon.
Let's
In
go.
pre-order. So
good job.
shout out to the man, Chuck Flavor Train. Go support him. Official like a ref with a whistle. And if you're wanting some good enough for second place barbecue, come see your boy in North Carolina. I'm doing the Florence Food and Wine. That is March 26th through 28th. Oh, yeah. We're doing a good time. I'm
Nice.
be lighting some fires with our buddy Elliot again. So looking forward to that. Shout out to Elliot Moss. If you guys want to cause, you can't because you're going to break something.
I will break
you'll
everything.
figure out a way to break a cinder block pit. But really looking forward to that. And sooner will be the King's Meat and Barbecue Supply anniversary taking place February 21st. Come on by. I'm doing a takeover on the 20th, and we are serving my smoked fried jerk chicken with sweet plantains and coconut rice and peas. It's going to be a good time. We're going to eat good.
Yeah.
I'm basically cooking so I can eat.
Sounds delicious.
That's basically it. What do you got to wrap us up with, my friend?
Oh, this is on me now, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's a back and forth.
All right, I hear you.
He didn't know if he was going left or right or right to left.
Yeah, I know, right?
I threw it up there, and whoever caught it was going to get it.
The last thing I have is really just, something kind of lighthearted that, do you think barbecue smoke is a nuisance? Of course, we don't.
I don't.
We live, breathe, bathe,
Yeah.
poop it.
Stupid companies release colognes after it, you bunch of dumbasses.
But I was starting to read some articles, and as the weather starts to thaw, and we talk about cleaning your rigs after the cold frost, neighbors are getting upset because they don't like the smell of post oak and.
What are you,
cherry
not American?
wood. Yeah, I know.
Just call
right?
them not American. They'll shut up real quick. Call them a domestic terrorist. They'll go inside.
But even some cities have excessive smoke and noise ordinances for people who
Excessive smoke
smoke ordinances.
Well, my guy,
yeah.
Chris, Meatalicious, check him out. He actually did get pinged by his local HOA saying he was smoking too late.
Smoking too
I
late.
said, I didn't know you could put a time on smoking.
No.
Which is wild because a smoker doesn't make any noise.
Right.
Unless something's going horribly wrong.
Just to smoke.
Yeah. So what do you mean I'm smoking too late?
Yeah. So now the question is, should you warn your neighbors when you fire up?
You're
No.
not having a block party. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, Mitch, just want to let you know I'm firing up the old
I'm
girl.
gonna go and cook some chicken.
Yeah, just if that's okay with you, I can feed my family so they have something to get the fuck out of here. I wish I would have to say something. I'm like, can I help you? We saw the smokers running. How? There's no smoke. You can't see anything. And what are you on my driveway for?
Yeah, I double dare you to call a HOA
Like,
on me.
what are we doing here? Smoke, but I can see it. I know there's a Karen licking her lips right now, waiting to call the cops on somebody like that. I see him. You know, if you're going to call the cops on somebody, you need to call them the Traeger users. Why? Because they got that damn super smoke that smells up everything.
The super smoke.
That's who you really need to call it on. You blaming us stick burners and us wood totalers. No, it's some pellet pushers you really need to be mad at, and that super smoke.
The super
The
smoke.
super smoke. That is wild, but I could, if you're a habitual dirty smoke cooker, yes.
You know what? This is true.
But let's be honest, a properly running rig from afar, you can't tell it's running. You have no idea.
Yeah.
There's thin blue coming out, which you can't see in the daylight really, and you don't hear anything. You don't know if it's working.
Yeah.
So my instance is I wonder what or how some of these people are. And you guys know I love nothing more than to kick a Traeger when it's down. But when they power on, those bad boys are smoky as hell at the start. I don't know why. That's as much flavor as you'll get out of them, but they're really smoky when you start that hopper and the pellets. So I don't get it. I think community cookouts need to happen again.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because if it's in a community in where
They
know,
know.
like they know, and like everyone, hey, Ford, we're going to chip in, so and so is going to do it, and it's being shared. I don't feel that as an issue. I think this is a possibility or an opportunity to sort of shift and change the narrative to do togetherness. Like, hey, are you just down because you're not getting it? Cool. You bring the meats, you bring the beers. I got the rig. Let's
Make it a community
cook up.
event. Yeah.
Let's cook up like once per quarter type of thing. If y'all can get together to complain about one another's lawn and who's got more weeds, y'all should be able to get together to split a rack of ribs.
Eat a sandwich, right?
Like,
Exactly.
Like just do something for the fellow man. And if you want a loophole or a trick around all this, you can be like your old buddy Sheed. And when you're starting a business, feed the local police station and the local fire station first.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then when they show up, you're the barbecue guy.
That's right.
And ain't nobody gonna mess up their free lunch. Ain't nobody gonna mess up their free lunch.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying I've had the experience, but I am gonna say that I may or may not have been pulled over one time for, they like to say there was a little lead foot. And the cat that pulled me over happened to be one of the cats that I fed numerous times by dropping off dishes at the police station.
Listen, I feed,
Hypothetically, in that alternate universe where Lil Jon is still on crunk music.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, it's in this universe. I feed the cops, I feed the firemen, I feed the HOA president. Like my old crib, you knew I was smoking because you'd smell it throughout the neighborhood. But you know what? I was the guy. Come on back and get a sandwich.
Get you a
Keep it
little bit.
moving.
Yeah,
You
it
know
is.
what I mean?
What you got on there? I got 2 ribs with your name on it. That's what I got.
That's right.
And you keep it moving. People underestimate the power of just like, hey, here's some food.
Yep. And when it's good food, we love you forever.
Yes, sir.
Love you
Yes, sir.
forever.
So
But that's my bit.
that's your bit.
That's my bit.
What you got to tell us coming up? Where you're going to be? How can people support that killer beard?
This isn't going to be about me. This is,
Oh,
shout out to Ant Conley,
yeah.
Ant's
okay.
Barbecue Cookout. That dude does a lot for the community.
Yeah.
And the stories he tells on his YouTube and the videos he makes
Mm-hmm.
really changes people's business and how people see people. And like, he's really getting out there and telling people stories.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter
Mhm.
has been in the hospital for a very long time. She was born with a disease. When he first called us last year, talked to us, he wasn't sure if he could commit to a date because he was like, I don't know how much longer I have.
Ooh.
So he has been doing this and going to places and kind of living. He's like, how much time do I have left with my daughter? She passed last week.
Oh, man.
So
Sorry to hear
if
that.
you've ever been touched by any of Ant's Barbecue Cookout videos, Send them a message. Keep the Conley family in your thoughts. I know they're going through a hard time, and it's been something they've been carrying and dealing with for a very long time.
Where's he located?
He's in Nashville, but I think he was flying out to California to spend time with family.
Okay.
But that guy gives a lot of his time to and love and effort to showcasing other people and, giving them the spotlight. Yeah. And so just give your love to them.
Absolutely.
Does he have anything up?
No, but no, he doesn't. But if you want to donate to someone, I know that they really appreciated everything that the Ronald McDonald House did for for their family.
Okay.
So if you want to donate something and kind of attribute it to Ant's Barbecue Cookout, that'd be awesome.
Heard.
Got it.
Consider done.
Yeah, I don't care what else I got going on.
Yeah.
That's
We'll end it there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our deepest and most heartfelt condolences, brother. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your contribution to the craft and the archival and storytelling despite lifing, and cannot imagine what you're going through. The same way you were there for us, we are here for you. I'll have Brian here shoot you the direct, and whatever you need. If you'd like us to put together a cook-off and let's start a foundation in honor and memory of your little angel, so that it can aid others during their plight. Hands down, there.
Let us know.
Let's make it happen, brother. And with that, this has been This Week in Barbecue, the Barbecue Focused podcast with hot takes and even hotter news. I have been your host, Rasheed Phillips. Definitely killing my buzz. To my left is Mr.
Ryan Hull.
And still wearing his participation trophy.
James Welch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can, reach out to our brother Ant. We'll have the link there below. We don't need the 6 stars this week. Go give him some love. And as always, be kind to one another. Really need it.